Hello, everyone. Happy Halloween. Oh, we're not zoomed in. Wow, there we go. Happy Halloween. And Viviane is here. Woo!
Hi everyone. I brought my spider, my pet spider with me today.
Yay. And I have the perfect song for us. Hopefully, it can let me know if you can hear this. It's a beautiful.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yay. Fantastic. Beautiful witches we are.
Mm.
Self-proclaimed. But it's so cool to be dressed up today. I think it took me ages to do the thumbnail. I'm hoping I can reuse it next year, or maybe we should do like a monthly Halloween or something. But it's a lot of fun to come together at this time. Thank you everyone for joining in the chat. I hope you're getting ready for Halloween if you're not already celebrating it. And before I forget, I must remember Chloe Rose has an event not long after, right?
Yeah.
We can dig out the link and
Yes.
get in. And also, when I create the safe space, this is me reminding myself, I'd like to say a few words for our ancestors and for all the people. I love how you have a spider, Viviane, on your throat chakra. It's like for all the people that struggle, so many still struggle, even ourselves sometimes, right, to speak our full truth. And that's a huge part of celebrating Halloween, our witchy ancestry, and our witchy careers. Let's face it. Also needed to do was put the hat on, and yeah, just to hold space for everyone that wants to do more of this publicly, but is a little bit scared, and help encourage us to come out of the psychic closet. And what else I was going to say? Anything else I missed, Viviane?
Everyone, I just reminded that the setting up of the safe space, I would like everyone to join us because it's
Yes,
an important part
especially
of the.
Halloween. Oh, guess what I saw today?
Mm,
Speaking of the veil being thin, right? So if you paid attention to what I was doing over the last 24 hours, I was up late, right? I was doing a live stream
mhm,
at just after midnight till about 1:30 in the morning. I had 3 hours sleep. But keeping in mind I had a big nap during that day. So I was like, I felt fairly okay, like sane, definitely sane this morning. I went for my morning run and I'm running up the street just kind of at a right angle to mine. And it's got woods either side.
mm,
And there are some people around at just after 5 a.m. I saw two
mhm,
people walking strangely slowly up the hill in front of me. They're maybe about 30 or 40 meters in front of me. And as I'm running, like, oh, it's cold and it's morning, and I'm like not thinking a lot. And I was like, oh, I just registered, oh, there's two people walking.
mhm,
And then the two people, as I got closer, was just one person, which really confused me. It's like, oh, I wonder where the other person went. And either side, like it's pitch black, right? It's just after 5 a.m. And
mm,
if you go into the woods, you have to have a torch. Like you just can't walk. You just fall over everything.
mhm,
So one of them had like disappeared, and as I got closer, the second person just disappeared. Like they were just two shadow figures, quite tall, skinny, and they just disappeared. I was like, you're not people, you're shadow figures. And it's a place I've seen quite a few of them, and it's always on the same side of the path, but at different heights and different shapes and sizes. So that was a lovely precursor to Halloween. So
mm.
let us know in the comments about your ghost stories and your experiences, whether it's recent or not. And we should put in our little banner. We'd love to help you with your witchy self, so your witch past lives, or anything that you'd like to connect with. It's a theme, doesn't need to be exclusive, but it is Halloween, so why not join in? Witch past lives. There we go. Perfect. Fits on one line. Okay, well, let's go ahead and create a safe space. And Natalie Cat says, "That's weird, John." Yes. Well, I say it's quite fun. It's not that weird, given I've seen it a lot. I think it's the first time I've seen two together just walking, which was the strangest thing. So yeah, we're going ahead and create a safe space. Please put all your requests in capitals. We'll randomly pick them throughout the live stream today. Please do keep in mind others as well. So please just one request. We tag them. Viviane's already been lovingly tagging them from before the live stream started, so they're all in here. They'll stay there for the whole period. And we'd also like to note that if you're asking for something for some other being, like a pet or a loved one, please do ask them permission and state whether you've got their permission in the request. And with that, I'll create a safe space. Okay. Melissa says, Viviane is a tagging machine. Fantastic. You need a tagging noise, Viviane.
Yeah.
Tagging.
No idea.
Okay, so go ahead. Please join me as we create a safe space. And let's breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves you, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly as it feels right for you. And focus your attention now on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark of your soul enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light upwards through the top of your head and up into the sky and up into the stars, all the way up through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe, until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connect in your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Feel into that oneness, unity, and unconditional love. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars and sky, back down to top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, from the center of your heart this time, extend a cord of light downwards, down through the base of your spine and deep into the earth. Reach all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connect in your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. We send Mother Gaia so much love at this time and allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above, Mother Gaia below, and your own light, expand out your golden bubble of protective light to surround you, about 2 meters out to each side of you, above and below, in front and behind you. And set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, your highest good love and compassion, can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. And that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Into your safe space, invite in your spirit guides, your higher self, your ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. Ask for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance with the integration of today's session. And through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around all of us in the live stream and the replay across Viviane and I's channels. And I set the intention that only energies and entities with Viviane and I's permission, our highest good love and compassion, can see us, access us, or exist within this session space or within us, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. I invite in, for Viviane and I, our spirit guides, our higher selves, and our ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia, Archangel Metatron, and any other beings that Viviane chooses to invite in by name. And we set the intention today, before we get started with our requests and servicing what you're putting in all capitals into the live chat. Please, let's take a moment, let's take a breath for all of our ancestors and all of those that are living in fear at this time, in this life, either as a result of their ancestry, their past life traumas, or simply they're struggling to share their truth, to step outside of their closets, to share more of their psychic self, their own spiritual beliefs, their own connections with nature, their magic, their wisdom, their experiences, physical and metaphysical. We hold space at this time. And we thank all our ancestors for all of those who have fought and died for and suffered at the hands of others in the name of their missions and their practices, their connections with nature, their strengths as women and as men. We celebrate you and we thank you, for we come now in this lifetime returning to remember our abilities, to recall our ancient wisdoms, to celebrate you with gratitude. And we honor you on your journeys. And we are delighted to be public, streaming live on YouTube for all the world to see and connect with, that we no longer need to live in fear of our truths. It is time for us to share freely, to help shape this world in all of our vast, wide ranging, diverse views and spiritualities around the world. Allow our truths to shine once more, and allow at this time, as we celebrate Halloween, Samhain, Samhain, we celebrate all our ancestors and all of those beings that are ready to liberate themselves in this moment. And with that, we would like to begin with servicing your requests. Please do put them all in capital letters. We also love emojis, which have pumpkins and ghosts and spiders and witches. And we'd also love your patience as we randomly select your requests. And I think we're ready to get started. Hello to everyone that's joined, all 76 of you.
Yeah, wonderful.
And thank you for new members and very kind donation. Thank you, Magical Meow. That's kind. And we're just working through and making sure we're tagging. So today we're working together in true coven fashion, right? We are.
Yes.
This is a term I heard in a client session, was a witch describing the term like covenant as being like a kind of almost like a critical mass of witches, like a team, like when a team is filled. And so that's us today, Viviane.
Yes.
Team of two.
Wonderful.
Great. Who'd you like to go first?
I'll go first today. I don't remember. I think you went first on Thursday, but I'm not sure. I'll go first today. All right. Let me just make sure that there everyone is included. Okay, just a couple more. I'm tagging here, adding to the requests.
Great. I'll try and get the music.
And I do have a hat attached. I just want to show everybody. I do have a hat. It's like, whoa, it doesn't appear on the screen. Okay, one more request, adding two. And thank you everyone for being here. And I really enjoyed that. The words there you added to the creation of the safe space.
Oh,
it's really beautiful. Yeah.
It's good practice for my in-person session tomorrow, where we'll be honoring the witches that were persecuted and died.
Yes, and we're joining Chloe too later today, and you can still register for her event today. I will dig the look for the link in a few minutes.
Excellent. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that will be wonderful. It's an online, and if you're not able to attend, you can watch the recording of it. So I encourage everyone to register. All right, so I'm ready to select our request. I like the bouncing of the hat.
It's like thinking hat.
Okay, so. Okay. Oops. Okay, I have Crystal Connors. Please say hi in the chat if you're here and you're asking for an Akashic reading or energy healing. So
either one is good. 88 in the live stream. That's so cool.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
I was talking about our ancestors, those 77, and then
I love 7s and 8s and 4s. Wonderful. All right. So
which one? What are you going to do?
I'm drawn to the Akashic.
Okay. So, I'll take a look at a healing.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Just asking Crystal Connors to come forward with your guides.
Ask Archangel Metatron to please open the Akashic records, open the Akashic records, open the Akashic records.
I can see crystals getting ready to receive more. It's like, I guess downloads is one description, like receiving wisdom, but there's also, I saw this like this funnel shape. It's quite hard to do my hat on. A bit like that shape. My hat's upside down. So that funnel shape coming in down through your crown chakra into your body feels like you're actively going through an activation crystal. So I'll just concentrate on scanning through and see how all that's going, and see if we can help smooth that out. So bringing in source lights. Just clearing your crown chakra. And the third eye, return to source or never return here again. I'm always impressed, Viviane, how you're able to work with me rabbiting on at the same time. It's seriously impressive. In Crystal's throat chakra, there's some light language energy stuck. Does this need to be spoken? Yeah, just a little bit of it. Ira oro. Tirami chisini. Ira ore maka. Ara eara eara. Uru. Return to source. Never turn here again. And the heart, there's some resistance around the top of Crystal's heart chakra. Yeah, this is just some hesitation to your upgrades that you're going on at the moment. It's like you're not quite sure what you'll feel like and who you'll feel like at the end of it, and just encouraging your heart to relax, to open and to receive this energy. These are upgrades. A lot of it's coming from your own soul. So just helping ease and reassure your heart. And then clearing out your lower chakras. Sacral chakra. Solar plexus. Root chakra. And then all of them. And grounding you into earth. And that's flowing more freely. Did you pick up anything on past lives?
Yes, I'm being shown. I was shown a Crystal wearing a long white dress, walking along the beach, looking very happy and very peaceful. And then I got that it was her birthday, and she was just feeling very grateful and blessed for overcoming a health issue. And just feeling really blessed and happy. She was walking a little bit like backwards and smiling as somebody was with her. I could not see the other person, but just really looking happy. I never see if there's anything else that the masters like to tell her. I just heard counting your blessings and focusing on your growth and accomplishments, even all the simple, that it doesn't necessarily need to be something as big as a health battle. Just a reminder to continue to do that. And you're asking for timeline and country. Let's see. I heard Portugal. What is the timeline? They just keep telling me Portugal. I'm not getting a timeline.
Yeah, I got when I asked as well for the location, it was so cool. I got Gibraltar, and I must admit, my geography is not great. I just looked, it's like, wow, they're so close. It's so cool. Yeah, I feel like I do the same, right? We always ask about timelines and dates. Right? The dates are important. It felt like there was more like of a soul alignment with events. The answer I got was like within about within about a year, so about this time next year, but it does
Mm-hmm.
more related to your readiness. So it's not that long, even it might feel that long. um, but it's lovely, right? Especially if you're doing a move. I'm not sure where Crystal is in the world right now, but Portugal, Gibraltar is a wonderful place uh,
Mm-hmm.
to go to.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Now it's John's turn.
Great. I will saying hello to everyone. We just hit 99 of you. If only had that song, 99 Red Balloons. I have in my playlist I just put on my YouTube channel. I have this oh, you can't see it really, can you? I have like some of the this was the first Halloween song I ever wrote called Taste Love. I think it's like a zombie love song. Okay, we can enjoy that as I choose the next request. Okay. Choosing your next request. Beep, boop, 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 beep. Okay. Deanna Franco, let us know if you're here. My son was laughing at the music video that I created because it's got like so many effects in it.
Mm.
It must have taken hours. I don't really remember. It's like 8 years ago, but
Yeah.
it must take. I must all day on my phone. I said, what was your like childhood memories of me, son? And he's like, on your phone. It's like, oh no. Hi, Deanna. Thank you for your request. So you said, how do my ancestors? This feels witchy. How do my ancestors feel about what I'm doing? Also, I'd love to hear of my Akashic records. I've never been able to relax my mind enough, and I believe in not using and I believe in or I'm not using enough of my gift. I give you. Okay, I don't know if that just tails off at the end, or if the
Mhm.
request is split. But thank you. Deanna's here. I'm just
Okay.
going to do a quick scan and see if there's anything. Deanna, feel free to just share if it says I give you something, something else, or that's the end of it. Permission. Is that what it is? I give you permission. Okay. So this is just an Akashic Records reading. Just, he says.
Mm-hmm.
So we could both take a look. It's funny, Viviane. I just came over and sat in on your, just watching what you're doing with the Akashic Records. It's the funniest experience.
Mm.
I feel like I'm that kid at school, when you're copying someone else's homework. I mean, of course, I never do. Like you're like, okay, oh, I'm not looking. Oh, I'm not looking. It's funny. I felt that the judgment of how your ancestors feel about what you're doing, like I don't know about you, Viviane. I just asked her guide about the judgment of it. But since it's yours, Viviane, I'll let you go first.
Okay, so well, I first asked what message the ancestors have about her, what she's doing now, and I heard that I heard happy, proud of your opening heart or opening of your heart.
Mhm.
And she's saying feels she's not able to relax enough to use enough of her
Right.
gifts.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. The answer I got was, well, the first thing, I kind of went into the Akashic Records and I was reading this. It's like I'm reading this timeline path, and the kind of first response I got, and this felt like Deanna herself saying, some of
Mm.
this is alignment and some of it isn't, and the feeling of stuff that's not in alignment felt like a really hard message to share. It's so easy for me to say, oh, there's some things in your life that aren't in alignment. It's just words. But for you,
Mm.
it felt like really jarring. It felt like, no, no, no. It felt almost like there's this like drift, those aspects drift off, and you're trying to pull them back in. And the energy of it reminded me of when I worked 3 days at Amazon and then 5 days. No, that's not right. 4 days, 4 days off in my 8-day week. In my 7-day week, I would do 3 days working at Amazon and 4 days doing stuff like this and time my friends and family. And it reminded me of that, like that kind of, there's still some things in your life to let go of, Deanna, that are out of alignment. But overall, the trend is correct. And it feels like your heart does know the right path. Um, and so that was also the answer I got from your ancestor, was saying, I, there's a celebration of the overall direction you're going. Just
Mm.
encouraging you to start to choose those things really carefully. Um, you know, the more you're pursuing your passions, the kind of greater emphasis you can put on what does and doesn't fill you with joy, and ask your heart that question. Because it feels like there's some things to help take you out that vibrational roller coaster to let go of. I'm really curious, did you pick up anything, or has Deanna said anything about what it is that she's doing?
Okay. I heard speaking her truth, using her voice, speaking her truth.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Deanna, feel free to put our minds at rest. I felt like a kind of counseling like type role. I mean,
Mm.
some of the work I do is a form of counseling. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it just felt like that truth. Yeah, it's like this expansive feeling, of sharing more perhaps of your witchy self, Deanna. And Deanna did ask how many past lives you had. And and it's like, hang on, you've already asked the question.
Yeah.
um, but I just got an immediate answer, so share it, which was, uh, be careful what you wish for, right? I just had the number 480 past lives, which is, it's enough to learn some pretty cool things in 480 lifetimes. Some of us have even more or completely lose count. It's a fascinating number all the same. Wonderful. But yeah, I do feel like that underlying request that Deanna is asking about, not using enough of your gifts. It feels like sharing more, speaking your truth, bringing it into your day-to-day work will really help you. And if you are doing something like um, counseling or in service to others, perhaps consider expanding out the definition of the service to include, counseling and tarot reading, or counseling and psychic reading, like these sorts of things you can expand out into. Um, and as Viviane started, we're talking about your open heart. That's really the key to continuing to express and develop your gifts. I also picked up on the feeling of safety for you, so making sure that
Mm.
your heart's not just open, because it can be open and feel a bit kind of abused by the energies you subject it to around you, including
Mm.
the collective. Having a nice strong boundary, and supporting the feeling of safety, cultivating that safety in your heart will really, really help you.
Wonderful. She's saying, thank you. I've always told my life story. I take care of my elder parents and do some reading. Wonderful.
And the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yay.
And I just posted Chloe's
Fantastic.
event link. So,
Great. And that's in just under 3 hours' time, right?
yes, and we'll be there.
Oh, absolutely. I think I'll still be wearing the hat.
Mhm.
Wear it and for anyone that is interested, my free meditation link is here. So take a look at getting started with Jon, and you can get started on creating strong boundaries, opening your heart, developing your psychic abilities, and so much more. Come along to the free classes as well. The next one's 5-day ascension class on Tuesday. Exciting. Must be your turn, is it, Viviane?
This is my turn now. Okay, so time for our next request.
Let's make sure I'm tagged.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone's tagged. That sounds weird, especially in Halloween. I'll just go through and double check.
Oops. So selecting the next request, and I will just ask you that you say hi in the chat if you're here.
Coming, everyone. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Oh, very good. Okay. Gina M, please let us know if you're here.
Hey, Gina M. I feel like I haven't seen Gina in a while.
Yeah, always lovely to see Gina. Always supporting us.
Gina M, are you here?
Gina is asking. She's here. I was just gonna say she's work lurking. Okay, thank you, Gina.
Gina?
Change the question. So, can you tell me about a significant past life as a witch that is impacting me in this life? Wonderful question. Thank you.
I also love it when we get past different past lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. You're saying I'm not sure yet how this life I'm being shown impacts your current life. I was shown there's this role as a witch. You described yourself as an arbiter, and it seemed that what you do is move from covens, move from like teams of witches from one to the other, and you're often there to help resolve issues between people. Let's not use the Harry Potter term for other people that aren't witches, right? But just not witches, non-witches and witches, right? And it would be often people that were trying to ask witches for help, and the witches were providing help, and then suddenly there'd be like some sort of disagreement of falling out. And it seems that your role initially, I thought it was like you felt there's almost like this kind of feeling of like being the witch police, right? Which and you were absolutely a practicing witch. It's just that you held very high standards, and so you moved from group to group, and you helped them like resolve issues with other people and raise their own standards. It felt like we would describe it now as psychic safety, safe spaces, energetic safety, strong principles. In this life, it seems that yeah, Gina's saying a cooler mediator of sorts. Yeah, kind of. There was a kind of enforcement part of it as well. Like you would, take action where you needed to as well. It seems like you had, some you'd have, for instance, with the elder of a group of witches, you would work with them to ensure that your advice was taken forwards, that it was heeded, as your guide is saying. How it seems to affect you in this life is that it seems to kind of build quite a lot of anxiety when you're witnessing others being irresponsible with their energy. And we're going through a kind of boom of spirituality and people doing energy work, and that seems to be triggering. I mean, it's triggering for me, right? But for others as well. So yeah, it's just really interesting about how you can feel into what's going on around you, and where it feels right to you, offer your own advice and support for people, instead of being. It feels like that life ended quite badly when ultimately you were persecuted just as other witches, and you felt like that could have been avoided, it could have been much smoother. So yeah, my advice would be to, if anything, my approach is just lead by example right now. But there will be a time where you will be called on more, Gina, for your help, advice, and guidance from other witches, in particular about the ethics. Today we'd call it like ethics, right? Ethic code of conduct, stuff like that. I have a whole section on my website and in my training, which I describe as tenets. They're the kind of ways, the witchy ways of which Jon does witch work, ethically. How about you, Viviane?
I saw Gina inside the building. There was a woman inside the building, and I couldn't tell. It felt like it was a church, and then I was shown the outside of it, and yeah, it was a church. Then I was brought to the inside of it again, and then I saw her as part of the church being there, but in her mind, I mean, she liked the community, and she enjoyed that side of it, but she questioned, and she didn't feel she could express her thoughts about. She questioned the everything that was being taught, and but didn't have an outlet for that. Didn't feel quite safe, I guess, in expressing her ideas and her opinions about everything that was being taught in the church.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, there's this feeling of kind of being duped into joining churches and participating in church activities. The church's attitude was just get them in the building, and then once they're in the building, there's this kind of like constant programming of the church has a hierarchy, obey the hierarchy, blah blah. And people like us would say, oh, what about Mother Gaia, for example, said, oh yeah, she's here too. All the things you worship, they're here too, because it's all under one God. And it's like it's not that these things are right or wrong in philosophically or spiritually. It's more it was a mechanism of control that Gina was like, this is awful. And that feeling of being persecuted, so it wasn't just Gina that would have been persecuted, it would have been others as a result of her speaking her truth and raising her voice. Yeah, Gina's saying, yes, expressing myself is still a trait I have, and it doesn't always work out well. It's definitely a journey for all of us. And when we figure out this, I feel like I'm talking to the whole group now, all 88 of us again. There's not a magic solution to all of us speaking our truth, but my suggestions are definitely start when you're sharing your truth is understanding, first of all, that everyone has their own unique truths, and that should be respected, everyone, even if they're criticizing yours. Secondly, that we all perceive the same things differently, right? So Viviane and I can stare at a cloud and I can see a dragon, and she can see a mermaid, and we can argue until the sun goes down, but we still have two unique perceptions of the same cloud. And it just, because often our reality around us is a reflection of our own hearts. And then thirdly, speaking your truth as much as you can during the day, even if other people aren't around. And I do it a lot. I had a client session today, and I cried afterwards. It was a really deep, powerful one. I cry a lot, so it's not that surprising. But I cried, and I was just like, and I just spoke the truth. I just talked about the beautiful parts. There was happy tears as well. And it's like, these are beautiful, powerful things to get out of your throat chakra, like speak it into existence. And then finally, if you are sharing your truths directly with others, try and meet them where they're at. Like, it's a time of witchiness, right? It's Halloween. Talk to them about their Halloween experiences, their ghost stories, their dreams, the things that they just had knowings about. Meet them at a place to start with, never holding back and dimming your light, but gradually bring them on their journey. Jon's top tips for speaking your truth.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of truths, it's my turn to choose. And thank you, Gina. I hope that helps you. Okay. Choose next request. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Okay, Donna Marie, let us know if you're here. Asking about witch wounds. Donna Marie, are you here?
I just saw Justine saying, "Hi, John, Viviane. Viviane, you got the memo."
Yeah.
Yes. And thank you. And Donna Marie's here.
Fabulous. Oh, is that a really cute dog? Is that what I'm seeing on the?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cute. When this hat falls down like that, I feel like a cowboy witch. Too, I don't know. You know. Okay,
witch riding a horse, not a broom.
Oh, Donna Marie says that's a golden girl. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I'll ask you about any witch wounds. I think the universe is saying yes. I'm just immediately shown your right thigh. So the trauma I'm being shown, and I don't know if it says this in the description of this video, maybe we should have this in the live stream, is that some of these some of the topics that we share are quite traumatic, right? So just a little warning to gently introduce, if you're not if you're feeling a bit squeamish right now, and you don't like listening to, if it's triggering for you, or if you have trauma related to physical violence, then please mute us for a few minutes. So what I saw for you, Donna, was there's this feeling that you've been captured as a witch and trapped, and it's kind of like it was a form of enslavement. You'd been, how to describe it, like, yes, there was some physical labor like cleaning and chores and cooking, but you also were being used for some of your psychic abilities. It just wasn't all the time. You had tried to escape, and what your what would you call them? Your prisoner had, a person that imprisoned you had done, your captor, is they broke your right femur, so your right leg, your right thigh, and they said, this will stop you from running. you will not run away from me again. And it was a brutal attack on you, and it's like it's our thickest bone, right? So it was almost like for you, the trauma was this feeling of like breaking your will. You know, it's like, well, now I literally can't run because for a long time it took such a long time to heal, and it was painful to walk on, let alone run. And so your body now has this like yeah, largest bone in the body. It has this your body has this memory of, and being on the right side as well, being right legged, right footed, your body has this memory now of, oh, if I speak my truth, if I like fully step forwards and set myself free, then I'm worried this is going to happen to me again, because that some of that energy still exists within your right leg. And so what I heard is very specifically for your healing is the next time that you're feeling nervous about sharing your truth or practicing something new, I felt like learning new classes, maybe you're going to learn some tarot or some psychic work, like whatever it is that's outside. Oh, you're saying you always get a pain in your right thigh. Wow. Um, like listen to that pain, and I just saw you gently stroking. Just imagine my right arm is the leg, and so you're stroking your leg like this, and from the top downwards, and you're saying, "I feel you. I feel that pain. I remember that pain. I remember that lifetime. I honor you, and I thank you for that experience, that feeling. Thank you for letting me know, and I forgive you. I forgive this." And I release this now. I release this. I release this energy. And imagine any of that negative energy that you've accrued from your past life draining out through the right leg, and down your foot and down into the earth. And yes, you can try things like the hidden witch wound, either a meditation practice, or you can book a session um, with someone like myself or Viviane. It does feel, in addition to that, this is a journey for you to like keep doing this. It's like a reassurance and a releasing of that energy, and it's an honoring. Um, how about you, Viviane? How did you get on?
Yes, I saw an image of and Donna Marie. She was in outdoor. I mean, in a park. I mean, in a woods. To be more specific, not a park, and um, covering her face, and I crouched down like this, and people were. She was surrounded by people throwing stones at her and dirt and anything that they could grab, and making her feel um, shame. And they were aware of her abilities and wanted to make her feel unwanted in the community, and shamed for her abilities. Um, and it was just like it felt like she ran for a while, but then it just got to a point that she just did what she did to. She knew she wasn't going to outrun them, so she just stood there and stood there, no, but she kneeled down and grabbed her knees at first, and had her head down, and then just did what she could with her hands to protect her face and not hurt her face as much. But yeah, this is what I was shown. Donna Marie.
Thank you for taking us through.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that's the hidden witch wound
Mhm.
meditation posted. I think it is.
Yeah, and I just heard Ireland, and Ireland, that this was in Ireland. Donna Marie.
That makes sense. Yeah. Wow, we put up a lot in our past lives. So well done, Donna Marie, for coming back.
Mhm.
Um, Whose turn is it next?
My turn. I took me a second. Yeah, my turn. All right, time to select our next request here. Wait, make sure that I think a couple requests came through. Make sure I have everybody. And again, take a look, everybody, at Chloe's link that I posted for her event. I think it's at 4 p.m. here. Make sure I'm on the right side of the screen. Okay. All right, select my next request. Oh, I forgot to check that off the screen. Sorry. All right, selecting our next request.
Brutal truth, but it's kill my best that I heal. Oh, I'll feel to heal. A princess life with an
Rachel H, please let us know if you're here, Rachel H.
Rachel H.
Rachel H.
Rachel H. You deserve a song. Rachel H. Here. Fantastic.
Great, thank you.
Can it be witchy?
You like a reading? Okay. Are you asking for a reading as a message from your guides, or you want an Akashic reading? I guess it's just a reading from your guides.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Okay.
I love that accent. It's like my it reminds me of a kind of the London accent in England when like the little kids movies like The Child Catcher or something. Children. That I find as an adult, I was showing my kids and they're like terrified.
Yeah.
Usually in Halloween, I'd run around the house going children.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
Okay, yes, creepy bloke with a large nose as well. Rachel H from my guides, please. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so beautiful. But I'll let you go first, Viviane.
Mm-hmm. First thing that I'm seeing, it's a little girl. Looks like to be about 4 or 5 years old, and she's wearing a birthday hat and twirling around and just really happy. And I see confetti being poured over her. And then I just heard, see that joy? Connect and connect to it. That joy and innocence, wonder. Now I see cake, someone holding a cake in front of you, and there's a sparkling candle on it. And then I just heard, we want you to feel like every day is your birthday. Every day is your birthday. That to have that sense of joy and celebration. I see a very large box, a gift wrapped box with a large bowl on it, and is placed in front of you now. It's almost as big as you. And your mother, Doris Moon, was just helping you open it up. I want to see what's inside. It's like a blue princessy dress, very sparkly. Okay, now I see the blue dress placed on your body, and now I see like fairy wings pulled out of the box and being you're wearing fairy wings now.
Your wings.
They gave you a little wand to a fairy wand. And now you're in front of your mom, and you use a wand to touch her heart and do like a little twing, a little. You feel you're going around with your wand and just doing this, touching everything, and just like spreading happiness and wonder and magic. So I get from this message is that, yeah, they want you to connect with that inner child and that little fairy that you all dressed up, and feel that joy and spread that joy to those around you. And that was really cute and sweet. So
Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I was just looking for comments, but I was on the wrong side of the screen. Okay.
Yeah, Rachel, my reading was very similar, like feeling and energy. The first thing I saw was at least two of your spirit guides either side of you, and they're angelic guides. They said their message to you is, and this takes a lot for our minds to get around, right? And it's kind of illogical for our minds, but it is absolutely feels right for your heart. So it's something for your heart to feel into. And they said, imagine that you are surrounded by angels always, and that everything you do is protected by angels. And said, this is your reality to feel into. And then they showed me your feet. And I don't know if you ever tried this when you were a kid, because I don't think we do it as an adult. But when you're a kid, I saw you like, it's a bit like asking your friend to put out their hands, right? And then you step on their hands and they can magically lift you up, like you're like 1 kilogram in weight or something. But the difference was that your guides were holding out their hands and saying, every time you take a step forwards, we're here to hold your feet. We're going to hold you with everything you do. And your challenge, because all this seems like some sort of magical fantasy that would, if this was true, my life would be so easy, but it's not, because you need to believe in yourself to do it, right? And so to be that, as Viviane was saying, to get your fairy wings, right? To get that magic wand, you need to believe and feel into this truth, because it is not logical. And other people will likely tell you you're crazy, and it's crazy for them, but it's not for you. You are held, you are angelically protected. And so it's a really beautiful magical experience. It reminds me so much is when I left my corporate job, stepped off the cliff of a huge income to, like, I don't know, I'd earned £300 in the previous year doing this work, and I was like, I don't know, this feels like, logically this feels like a cliff, right? And yet I just felt, the day I left, I felt like I was just walking. I was lifted by angels. That I was walking onto a cloud, and the cloud was lifting me up with this lovely angelic feeling. So I hope that helps you, Rachel H. How exciting. We want more readings like that. Just saying to the spirit guides. Justine says, good idea, Viviane. These 2-hour sessions are a slot of work and then has 2 fairies.
Oh yes, I was talking about like how of the energy that we that it takes a lot of energy to
It's like, I've
our
lost
live
the energy.
streams, our 2-hour live streams. So reminding us of our self-care and care for our energy and not overextend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm hoping Chloe Rose will heal me after today's live stream, and looking forward to her event.
Yes, me too. And I will be dressed up like this for sure. Is that right?
Who's turn? Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and thank you. Time for a sip. I gotta remove the veil.
Veil is thinning. Wonderful. Choose the next request. Valerie Maximum. I can't pronounce it. Sorry. I'll try again. Maxim.
Now I have that song.
Maxim Munich. Is that how you pronounce it? Oh,
I think so. Maximiniuk. It's a little tricky. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it either. But Valerie Maximiniuk. Please say hi in the chat if you're here.
well, you're much more convincing than my blundering through trying to connect people.
And
Looking for a message from your guides. I have to hum because I don't know the words. Well, I know the chorus. She's a beautiful witch.
I was listening to David Bowie's Rebel right before the live stream started. Having fun.
Valerie's here. Yes, I'm here. That's how you pronounce it. Thanks. Wow, Viviane. Maxim Newark. Okay. Judith says, enjoying the 14-day meditation. It's funny. It sounds a bit like it's you must meditate for 14 days non-stop. 50 minutes per day. Trying to be consistent, but I do meditate every day. Yes. It's really funny if you watch a lot of fitness coaches that describe consistency. And it took me a long time to learn what the most helpful consistency is. And this applies to meditation, right? Which is you just do at least a little every day. So even if you're just doing 3 deep breaths, that's better than nothing. And if you're doing 3 deep breaths plus a minute of just trying, that's better than the minute of doing nothing. So not instead of all or nothing, always kind of right sizing it for your needs. Right, I'll stop talking and we can do a message for Valerie. I can just tag these new requests. It's funny, I'm writing it down as well. I never usually write down a message.
Mm-hmm.
You're scribbling away. I'm typing. Okay. Would you like me to go first?
Sure, please.
Um, I'll hit enter in a moment to post this, Valerie. The first thing your guide said is Valerie is a breath of fresh air to this planet. It's like, oh, that's wonderful. And then your guide Valerie gave this message, and it's got the letter C in it a lot. Okay, but don't worry, they're all nice words. So the message is crystal clear clarity requires conscious, calm consideration. It says crystal clear clarity requires conscious, calm consideration. And the purpose of that statement, I think she's trying to help you have something like a little mantra that you can remember. And this is that she was showing me humanity, saying, imagine humanity like being in a position where decisions can be made easily, perceptions can, be clear, and that we're conscious. And because at the moment, those C words are all kind of opposites to what a lot of us are behaving like across the planet. And so she said, your practice of leading by example is to help really feel into, if you want crystal clear clarity. So often we think of decision making, for example, and deciding the next task we're going to do or the action we're going to take, requiring some degree of clarity. She says, focus on this requirement of your consciousness. So what free will decision you're going to make in a calm environment. So removing any noise in particular from the conscious decision making process, and consideration for others, the consideration of like the downstream impacts on others. So it's a really beautiful, like practical series of practical steps just in that little mantra. The 6 C's. So I hope that helps you. How about you, Viviane?
Valerie, they showed me you're ice skating. You're all dressed in black, and I saw you ice skating like really fast, and then I saw a close-up image of the blades of the skate hitting the ice, and then I heard that you're moving fast and confident, and it's like where you have this, uh, you know, you set your goals and you really focused and um, focused on your goals and your intention and really moving forward. Um, that's what they showed me. Um,
That's beautiful.
yeah.
I love you remember I said like the breath of fresh air? It did feel icy. Like,
Yeah.
I love that. I hope that helps you, Valerie.
Yes.
And thank you for some of the kind words. Well, all the kind words.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank you for
everyone.
in the live.
Yes. Mhm.
Justine she was complimenting a one-to-one session that she had with me recently. That was really lovely. Thank you, Justine. And she says, I cannot mention John's healing without mentioning Viviane's excellent healing for my pets.
Oh, thank you. That's lovely. Thank
And they
you.
look like cats.
Hmm. Yeah, she had lovely cats. And Justine is lovely too. So thank you so much. I guess it's my turn and to select our next request. Mhm. Okay.
It's very serious.
Mhm.
Rock. Heal our darkness.
Yeah, and Justine's cats are Bob and Marley. They're such cute names too. Really cute. Okay, time to select our next request.
We're choosing the next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have Jules Niner. Jules is asking, hello, can my husband, David, he gave permission, and myself to have a couple's message from Spirit? Oh, that's sweet.
Nice. Yes, and Jules Niner is here. Hello, Jules Niner.
It's cute. Justine wrote, my cats don't worry about a thing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jules Niner says it can be witchy. Fantastic.
Mhm. Okay, so Jules, thank you, Jules.
I'm just being asked to channel a message, Viviane, if that's okay to share.
Sure.
They're not slipping into me. It's like I'm kind of repeating the message.
Wonderful.
So there is a sacred bond formed between yourself and your husband. And this is a bond that occurs when, for example, and not exclusive to, witches begin to work together. For after some time, their souls and soul DNA become intertwined in a way that gives them choices to allow the synergy of souls in the selection of future lifetimes. This is a bond that you're already formed together and they can choose to step in and out of different lifetimes. Just know that sometimes, in some lifetimes, you will be required as part of the choices that you make to be separate, and that your souls may yearn for each other during those lifetimes. This is happy and healthy for your souls and your growth, because too many lifetimes with the same souls reduces your capability for learning and exploration. So if you feel into these lifetimes, especially those where you first met, you begin to see the trace as it follows your soul lineage through multiple lifetimes together on and off. It's part of a soul family, a soul tribe. And yes, in your next lifetime, you'll also get the choice of whether to be together in some form or not, either in a partnership as siblings or parent and child. Whatever feels right for you, continue to explore this throughout this life and into the next. Lovely.
Beautiful. I saw Jules and David when I called in their higher selves. They were holding hands, and she was dressed in her wedding dress. They're both, dressed in wedding attire, and then they turned around and faced each other. And as they were walking in, I heard vows. So they were like renewing their vows. So that was very lovely, renewing their vows. But I do have a little more.
That's lovely.
I heard the love we share is eternal. It's the part of what they're saying to each other in their vows, renewing their vows. And I heard I'm grateful for our family and life together in our family.
Oh, lovely.
Through the ups and downs, we have each other's back. Now I see them wearing regular clothes and have their backs touching and turning around a little bit and talking to each other in a playful way.
Oh,
And then they start dancing. They're in their kitchen. They start dancing.
yeah.
Hmm.
The secret to eternal love.
Is
And
dancing in the kitchen, right?
Jules
Oh,
and I just said they're looking at your 30th anniversary to do that.
oh, lovely. Okay. And now I see them back again holding hands and wearing their wedding attire. And then they have their heads touching with their hands on their heart.
It's beautiful.
And then I see the family, your family, approaching and hugging the both of you. I just see the Fluffy Pancakes comment, this reading is filling my heart and giving me faith to find my person one day. Oh, that's so sweet. That was beautiful. That's what I have for you, Jules. Thank you.
You know, Viviane, it looks a little bit like we're getting married. You and me.
Yeah. Well,
Here's my ring for you. And you'll be thinking, not again. Do you not remember our last life, Jon?
yeah, we have past lives that uh, I guess one. I don't know. I know of one. I know that sort of so many past lives. We had we were a couple in a past life too.
I'm sure it went well, because that came up in the reading for Jules Niner. That's what the guide was saying, is like saying, you do realize, you guys, like when you work like this together, it
Yeah,
like bonds your souls. Like, oh, it does.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, maybe I should tell my wife about that. And she's like, well, every time I mention it, she's like, working with Viviane, remember that. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
will do.
And I just had a visual of your wife telling you, "Oh yeah, you gotta go and do that. You gotta go do your live streams." You gotta Oh, and I just saw a comment. How cool! I'm trying to find it from Valerie. Valerie said, "Oh, thank you so much."
No way.
And I am a figure skater. How cool! That's so cool. Thank you for your feedback there.
That's amazing. Do you ever see those videos? It's a guy that does something like, he stands on a ladder. It's like the career ladder, and in the streets, and people have to come up to him, and they climb onto the ladder.
Yeah, I've seen that on Instagram. Yeah.
It's their profession.
They have to tell. Yeah.
He asks just a load of questions, which that's cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
I often feel like in our line of work, everyone just expects you to know everything. You know, it's like, let me just check. Oh yeah, you live in London and you're an accountant. And I have realized, because I used to be like that myself when I first started doing the work. It's like, I better not ask them anything. They'll think I'm terrible. And now I just go a bit of both, right? It's just like, it's okay to just ask a few things. You don't need to expend so much energy finding out everything. But I love it when it comes through so clearly. So well done.
Wonderful. And I just see Justine's comment. Fortune to find each other this lifetime. We signed up for this, so yeah, we married in past lives, and we did healings in past lives, and now we're doing it, doing healings and working together in this life. So I signed the prayers.
And we thought we were just doing live streams, and now suddenly we're like
Yeah.
work husband and wife.
And remember that we had a live stream, and we had a podcast with Jon and Chloe, and I also shared a past life with Chloe too, and we met in past life, so we're here again.
It's very cool.
So yeah,
happy memories.
Yeah. Time
is
for
it my
some.
turn?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
Choosing the next request. We're 94 requests and 113 for Witchy in the live chat.
How you wrote Gothic wedding. Nice day for a Gothic wedding.
Oops. Okay. Danette, let us know if you're here. Danette Posey, is that right? Posse?
Posey, I think. Yeah, because there's Parker Posey, and I love that actress, so I'm assuming it's Danette Posey too.
I love that English is the only language I know, and you're still better at it than me. You can see like the gears grinding in my head. It's like, how do I pronounce people's names?
Yeah, names are tough. Yeah. Okay, looking for Danette Posey. You asking for healing, for home,
Oh no, I spelled her name wrong.
and message from guides. And just a reminder, if you want to subscribe to our channels and look in the information in the.
Oh yeah, and I did something really helpful, which was I finally like tidied up our description in the live stream. So all of the upcoming live streams now have beautifully laid out
Oh, lovely.
booking links, the right ones for Viviane on her
Mhm.
booking page for donations as well, and
Mm.
same with me as well. And they're both together, so they're nice near the top, nice and easy for everyone. So feel free to explore those, and we look forward to receiving your kind donations, bookings, sharing our work. Appreciate it too.
Talking about sharing, I'm going to share Chloe's event link one more time to remind everybody that you can still register. Okay, let's see.
Any sign of Danette? Danette, are you here? Let us know. Are you work lurking? Is your boss talking to you right now? Have you hidden our tab on your computer? Like, hello, you asked for a request. Let me try my psychic abilities. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. I think it's maybe more like a ping sound, like, you know, like a submarine would make. I think that would be trying to send someone a psychic message.
Yeah.
I need a much bigger echo. Let's try this. There we go. It's actually annoying me. I've only done it twice. Well, looks like there's no Danette. Please do check, as we're now an hour and a half in, that you've got live in red on the right-hand side of your live stream as you're watching it, and that you've not lagged behind. Sometimes if your internet's struggling to catch up, it'll lag behind us. So we'll be talking, but you'll be looking at, oh yes, Danette's here. Fantastic. Great. And another indicator that someone is lagging behind sometimes is they say I'm here about 15 times, because all we say is the video's lagging saying, are you here?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Okay, great. Danette's here. Thanks so much. Oops. just got a new.
I'm so sorry, Danette. I keep spelling your name wrong. I'm just typing it wrong. So you're asking for healing for your home property, along with a message for your guides on how to properly protect it. Oh, fascinating. And it does remind me, I do have some psychic protection meditations. Of course I do, for your home.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one I was guided to recommend to you is protections against remote viewing.
Oh.
I think I've got 3 that are all do psychic attacks, and this one does psychic attacks and remote viewing.
Mm-hmm.
So please do, just before I get into it, Danette. There's the free meditation.
Okay, so healing home.
So let's take a look at your home. There's a lot of chaotic energy as soon as I tune into your home today. It feels like it's like energy being pushed in from outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
It's given me a bit of a, no, please take that out. I don't give you permission. A return to source, or never return here again. It's like a headache, like on the top left of my head.
Mm.
Even made me question, like, if I had a headache today, it's like, no, not at all. And it's there's this pushing sensation of, what is this? It's like but the lack of boundaries in the home are just allowing very chaotic energies to come in. But it's like some people, or at least one being, is actively pushing in energies, and it feels like, almost imagine like cardboard boxes, like some Amazon deliveries of like energy, and just kind of like pushed into the home and like left in there, and it's to cause clutter and chaotic, like to discombobulate the occupants.
I see a vision of I'm on top of from the top of the house. There's no roof, so I can see the inside of it, and the whole perimeter and the top of the house is covered in this thick, dark mist, smoke, like that. And inside the house is all dark. Looks dark.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet what's causing it, but this is a form of energetic attack.
Mm.
And it seems to be focused on and it may be like there's several stages to this, which there often are, but for Danette, it feels that they want to slow you down, like wear you down, and cause challenges with your crown chakra. That was like it's actually an area of your what would I describe it as? It's a superpower of yours, and that's why they're going for it. They're trying to like cause this kind of chaos and noise to almost like blind that superpower. I'm just going to push out the energy. So I'm just standing in the center of the home, in the heart of the home now, and bringing in source, pushing out outside of the boundaries any energies or entities that do not serve the highest good of Danette, loved ones, including any pets. I'm just going to use some dragon-like language. Wow, it's been an hour and 36 minutes with no dragon-like language.
Okay.
So I just cleared space out. I managed to push it outside of the walls. And then that last burst was just out the front door. Anything else that does not serve the highest good or have the permission of the net or loved ones must leave this space immediately. And it's fascinating, your crown chakras and being shown as you can open and have space and safety within your home, Danette. And your guide is like just kind of appeared, because I couldn't really see them before within all this clutter and mess. Said your guide says two things. One is make sure you create a strong boundary around the outside. And you're saying, Danette's saying, it's interesting because I've been trying to put healing energy around, and weird things keep happening. Yeah, I think that's because a lot inside, or there was a lot inside. So try that meditation. The second thing is walk your boundary. So with your home, walk around. I'd suggest you do it around the outside of any boundaries. And it's important, to know, like in the UK, we have like the ordinance survey map that it's like the land register that describes the edges of your property. Walk that and say, this is my land, this is my property. Even if you're leasing it, right, as long as you have a legal entitlement over it, and say any entities that do not have my highest good or have my permission must leave immediately. And repeat the same thing on the inside of your home. And also stand at the front door and say, like at that last roar I did as a dragon, say as you're standing at the front door, anything that does not have my permission to be here must leave this home immediately. And this is a practice I would suggest you do it at least for now, at least once a week, maybe even for the next 2 weeks, twice a week. And you can never be strong enough with your boundaries. What you really want to do is start to create really clear intentions for what you allow in and what you push out. And this includes physical. So people, clutter, and that's been a journey for me. I've got a lot better, but I used to have tons. So I used to have like a double garage filled with clutter in an attic. So tidy up any of that, because that felt like the kind of boxy, blocky energy. And then also when things come into your home, and this includes things you're buying, maybe deliveries you're getting, or if you're sharing your home with loved ones. Also, I mean, what happens in a lot of homes, right, is deliveries are made and they're kind of left, at the front door or near the front of the house. Take that opportunity to do a scan of that object and tell it who's boss, right? You're like, this is my home. While you're here, you obey my rules. And it means any energy that is attached to you that doesn't serve my or my loved one's highest good, there's the front door. And everything else, you're welcome because we bought you, but we're not giving permission for anything attached to you. How did you get on? I'd never asked about the dark sludge-like energy that you saw.
Yeah, actually, I saw Angel Michael placed a bubble all around it when you were doing that fragment, and then just pulled it and sent it to source. Get the residue from that. So I like what you said about going around the house. Pretty much as soon as you said that, I saw had a visual of the net walking around, and but it was what you did with the light language helped a lot, and dissolving the energy as Archangel Michael was pulling the residues of it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I didn't pick up on what is causing a lot of this energy. That if you've watched our live streams, you see us doing this with homes. It can mean one of two things. It means my feeling is likely that the being is not here and it's just trying to cause, like, at a distance, or trying to get like other beings to join in and just cause general confusion and chaos. Because that feeling was like, you know, pressure in the head, slight dizziness and ungroundedness, fear, like just feeling quite scrambled, and that weakens us, right? So lightly, the being that's doing it isn't just targeting you; they're doing it to lots of different households in the hope that one progresses far enough for them to eventually, you know, try and enter the space. And it feels like for you, you're like, you're fine as long as you just draw that clear boundary, say, no, I do not accept that.
Yeah. Oh wow, we have 100 requests.
Thank you for your request. Thank you for over 100 across our 2 channels in the live stream.
Time for me to select our next request.
Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of lifetimes, thousands of wives.
Oh, I just thought about the song, one of your songs. Her house needs good juju.
Oh, good juju.
Juju.
I've been burned, I've been set on fire.
And I came across a fun song you did with our guest we had recently.
Fascinating Fairy.
Yeah, that was a fun song you did with her. I like that.
Which one, the Raven one or a different? I don't know. I've done so many.
I think it was a different one. Okay, selecting our next request.
Wonderful.
Even though I've died 1,000 times.
I have Judy's Healing Fire. I like that name. Judy's Healing Fire, asking for a message on her path forward.
I've been locked down, shut down. I've been beat down.
Oh, and I see a comment from Dan Posey saying, it began not long after my neighbors behind me moved in. They have upsetting energy. Create more protection for your home too. Can do that.
And if it helps, I know from experience that you can have strong boundaries even when your neighbors like don't or aren't respectful of yours. Like you can still create some, and energy first helps massively with within the physical side.
I was just going to ask if Judy is here, and I just saw her comment.
Great.
Typing her. All right, so Judy's Healing Fire message on about her path forward. Okay.
Beautiful. What a fabulous name.
Yeah, I like the name, Healing Fire.
I can go first if you like.
Sure, please.
So for you, Judy, your guide was showing me the path ahead of you. Excuse me. And ahead of you, maybe slightly predictably, or at least for me, to my mind, that your guide was showing me your path on fire, and it's like, oh, that's cool because Judy has healing fire, and your guide said, Judy, not everything needs to be burned. Like it's absolutely a superpower. It's fantastic. And then they started to show me this very So imagine a forest, right? Forests do go through forest fires, and forest fires, despite their trauma, or should I say, in addition to the trauma, if you like, there's also great clearing and opportunity for healing and more expansive growth. And your guide said, no, but not everything, you don't need to burn it every time what's ahead of you. Instead, some things you will create in your path ahead of you that need to be allowed to grow and then to naturally fall. And it feels a bit like a tree. I was like shown maybe like young trees growing to about, kind of human height and then like falling over in the wind because they're too thin, like they're just not ready. And that instead of being burnt, they just gently then the leaves and the wood gradually decompose into the earth and they return to the earth. And it's still a path of destruction and rebirth. It's still a natural cycle, and yet it allows for greater subtlety and grace and this absorption. That's one of the challenges that fire brings, is that it's highly effective at its ability to destroy, but it struggles to really get the best out of everything it destroys because so much is released, kind of alchemized out, a bit like an energy clearing. Like you miss all the nutrients of it. You're burning that away. So that was the advice, was to, these are things I describe it in my life of, maybe if you watched my monthly reflections today, like trying new things, trying them for a little while, seeing if they feel like they're going to work out. And if they don't, I'll just allow them to stop. Allow some of these things that you're exploring and trying, just allow them to say, you know what, let it stand on its own 2 feet. And if it's not going to, it'll just stop by itself. I don't need to go in there all guns blazing and just destroy it. It's like, no, you're not in alignment, out of here. You can also allow the decay to occur as well. How about you, Viviane?
Yeah, wonderful. I saw Judy's when I called her higher self and guides. I saw a line of fire behind her, and it was neat because of course, having fire in her name. Then I had a visual of her in a forest, similar to what you described, like really tall, very tall trees around her, and there was fire behind her. And I saw her. There was a clearing in front of her, and she walked towards this clearing. And the fire behind her became a cape, like she was wearing this cloak of fire. And I could see while she's standing the area, there was a clearing. I could see her hair being moved by strong winds, but her fire still. Her cloak of fire still there, very strong, not affected by the strong winds. And then I saw a large heart-shaped fire in front of her. So it felt like, okay, just continue to follow your heart and this fire within you, continuing to guide you and show you the way, the leading on your path. And I heard there's no wrong choice if you're wondering about what to do next. The important is just that you make a choice and continue to move forward.
And Judy's saying, thank you, Viviane. Judy's saying, I escape into the forest for healing, and forest fires hurt my heart. I'm oddly fascinated with taking pictures of the land that heals after a fire. Yeah. It's rare that we have them in the UK, but they do happen sometimes. And there's definitely this theme of becoming comfortable, because as humans we seem deeply uncomfortable with it. His forest fires before us humans were a natural process, and now I think a lot of the time it almost reminds us of our part to play in the destruction of the earth, because often they are caused by us as well.
Yes.
And then we make them worse with the way we deal with fire breaks or lack of, or drainage, or combustible materials. So that's definitely something to explore further as well, is like ask a bit more, Judy, about some of those reasons why they feel present. They feel present in this life, about why forest fires are, this feelings of heart, like guilt. And I do feel that one of the biggest things that they help with forest fires is this transformation of the land. It's like it's our human nature is why so many of us are upset about what's happening in politics and world leaders and things going on across the world, is that the destruction that they're putting us through, we just can't see the good in it, right? And frankly speaking, most of them aren't doing it for good, right? But they are an agent of destruction, just like fire is. But we don't blame the fire for burning, right? We blame the instigator. And really, we are the instigators of the destruction of many systems, organizations, cultures, things that just don't work in our world. So I love that you're also looking into taking a picture of the land that heals after. Before and after would be really fascinating. Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing. Judy, is it my turn next?
Yes.
Wonderful. I found that song.
Oh, good juju or okay, good. We all need our good jujus.
Boy, beautiful, it's yours before. I never seen a heart flame shine on the
Okay, choose the next request.
like you, the way you lap dance, dancing, the way you make a sound of this whole universe. See your love, you like you do.
I had to wait for the chorus. A thread of light, are you here?
Oh.
Yes. Wow, that's fast.
That was a thread of light, right? For sure. It's speed of light.
Speed of light. Wonderful. Please teach everyone in the world to be as good as that. Okay, so you're asking, you said, have I been practicing witch in a past life? Wonderful. Let's ask. Your guide's like kind of talking at me. So like I'm being shown things and your guide's like talking at me as well, a thread of light. Maybe predictably, the answer is yes. I was shown 2 or 3 different roles. The first I was shown working with ley lines. And they said, and your guide said, a weaver of light. I was like, oh, what does that mean? And it's like, well, helping the ley lines, the configuration, the flow, and the alignment of them, and movement and realignment of ley lines. So the grid system of the earth. The second I was shown was, and I've not heard this term before, stone weaver. And I was like, oh, what is this? Tell me, what does a stone weaver do? And it seemed to be, if you ever visit stone circles, or it doesn't need to be a circle shape all the time, I was shown the connections of each stone has its own, it's a being, it has its own soul. And what you do is you help connect the souls, the hearts of each stone to each other in the configuration and supported ceremonies for sacred sites. And there was a third one as well. What was this? You're weaving what is this? Weaving the web of cords between hearts. Heart weaver. Okay. And I saw you. There's a lovely dance in it. It seemed like a ceremony, almost like a marriage, but for like groups of friends, people that work together. And what you're doing is you're like putting your hand on the heart of the first person, and they're playing lots of music. There was like a fire, like a campfire going on, and everyone was dancing. And you would like go from person to person with this light, and it's like a thread you connect between everyone until everyone that chose to be within the circle of the dance had their hearts connected to each other. And it's a really beautiful, it's not like a permanent thing, but it's a ceremony of celebration of friendship and partnership. So yeah, that's at least 3. What did you pick up on, Viviane?
Yeah, definitely the answer is yes. And then they actually showed me a woman dressed really like a witch, almost all, and a fire in front of her. And I see what appeared like clouds moving around her, up and down around her. And those are representing all the different spells and all the knowledge of her knowledge inside each of those clouds. The clouds are shown as like a light purple color, and there's white sparks inside the room.
Beautiful.
And now I see her hands. She's showing her hands, and now the clouds are absorbed into her hands.
Ooh. That's a wide range of gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope that helps you. Thread of light. Multiple yeses to the question. Sometimes I worry we're just going to get a yes or no from a spirit guide. It's like, well, that's what you asked. It's like a yes or no question. It's yes or wonderful. We're at time, and I need to. Don't know about you. I need to go and powder my nose before close this
Yeah.
event.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, A Thread of Light. Love your name and all your many gifts.
I do need to touch. I'm sorry. Just show that ring again, because you gave me a ring. We gave me a ring earlier, and I showed you my ring. Yeah, and I accepted it. Like it's like right here. Wait. Thank you.
I do. That's so cool, Viviane.
See everyone. There. We have lots of witnesses.
This the side of the screen for you, or is it the other side? This side?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay, so I just like put it through the screen there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
It worked. That's definitely a New Year's resolution, right? I need to look to my right or left and seeing you in a live stream next year. It's going to happen. You're going to be real. I know you're a real person, not just on not just a digital version. Wonderful. Well, we'll bring today's wonderful Halloween session to an end. And I hope you'll have a really beautiful celebration honoring all the childhood fun that we have and the ancestry that's taken us to these magical moments. And also to all of you, well done. Over 100 of you joining here, celebrating your truth, or at very least, the increasingly diverse range of truths that we experience in these live streams. So thank you so much for coming along and speaking and sharing and receiving your truth. So let's all bring this session to an end. Please remain in your individual session space for as long as you choose. As you step outside of the shared session space, and I set the intention to thank all beings that have participated in today's session, thanking our guides, our higher selves, archangels, Source and Gaia, and every soul that's participated. Thank you so much. Wishing every soul, wherever you are, across space and time, whichever dimension you're in. Happy Halloween, Samhain. Thank you so much. As I close the session down, I close the Akashic Records, close the Akashic Records, close the Akashic Records, and return to source. Or never return here again. I was just thinking, I hope I did a good job there for Gina. So she'll be like, like on my door, John, let's have a chat. Remember, practice safe psychic work. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much, Viviane. Love your outfit. Next year, I will, like, you're upping the game, right? So next year, I need
Well, we didn't see Chloe's. I'm sure Chloe's gonna have the best one.
yeah, posted on our Instagram stories, like
Yeah,
without any makeup.
yeah.
Like,
I'll hire her to do my makeup when I meet her.
beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Viviane.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Sending love.
Bye.
Happy Halloween. I love you.